Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Crown the Barber. Yo, I want to appreciate y'all for tapping into this video, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, man. We're gonna be dropping more videos, more gems, and I'm trying to put out videos once a week, so hit the notification bell so you can get all videos. So in today's video, we want to talk about 5 things that keeps barbers from really growing and succeeding in this business. The first thing is bad habits. This is so important, man, because certain things can really hinder you as a barber. And as a barber, you want to be your best self. And a lot of times our bad habits can keep us from being our best self, whether it's smoking weed, being out in the club at night, not showing up to work, even down to what we eat, how we take care of our body, things like that. All of that affects us as barbers in this business. I think it's important that we start understanding how important it is to have good habits and changing those bad habits. When I started cutting hair, I was 19 years old. I was in a barbershop, and at that point I was smoking weed, drinking, kicking it with the homies, all those different things. And even though I had just started in the industry, the way I was operating myself as a barber was affecting my business. For one, coming to that shop high. When I came to the shop high, man, clients noticed that even if you think it's not a big deal, I thought it wasn't a big deal, you know what I'm saying? But my hands smelled like weed, my clothes smelled like weed, and that kept me from getting clients. Some clients wouldn't come to me because I smelled like weed. On top of that, I never gave my best performance being high. So that was a bad habit that I had to get rid of. And so when I say get rid of bad habits, those are one of the few things that I'm talking about that is very important. Even down to my eating, I changed up my eating, start getting in the gym, start working out, start taking care of my body. People notice that, and that right there alone will attract the right people in your chair. So changing up bad habits to good habits, very important. Professionalism ties into the good and bad habits. Being professional is very important. Knowing how to communicate with your clients, having great customer service. People say all the time, be yourself, which is very important, but also be professional. When you're giving a service, people want to feel welcome when they come to your shop. They don't want to feel like when they come to your establishment it's negative energy, because people got to deal with negative energy outside of the shop. That's why they come to us, not only for the service of good quality haircuts, but they come to us to relax, to unwind, to get whatever's on their chest, get it off, something therapeutic. So it's up to us to create the environment for our clients that is comfortable, that is professional, and that is chill. So for us as barbers, whatever we going through, we can't bring that into the shop. Whatever going on outside of the shop, leave it outside of the shop. Once you step into the shop, everything changes, and you have to be able to adapt to that and give your best professional service. Scheduling. Having a schedule is very important. Having a schedule helps you more than it hurts you. Being dedicated to your schedule is very important. When I started cutting hair, I wasn't doing appointments. I was doing walk-ins, first come, first serve, which was cool, but it wasn't very effective for me. At that time, it was okay because it was just me. I was 19, 20, 21, 22, didn't have kids, wasn't married, so I could spend all my time into the shop and just work. But when I created a schedule, it allows me to have a life outside of the shop. It would allow me to take care of myself better, because I know if I work from this time to this time, I got this time to go and study, go and work on my business outside of the shop. It gives me the opportunity to go and work out and take care of my body. It gives me the opportunity to go and make sure everybody around me is straight. So having a decent schedule is very important. On top of that, it helps the client, because the clients now can schedule their life around your schedule, which is very important. And with a lot of people, successful people that I know, they work off a schedule. So having a schedule is very important. Consistency. Consistency is very, very important in this business, man. You gotta be consistent with your haircuts, consistent with your time, consistent with your availability, consistent with content, consistent with everything. Your books, everything revolves around consistency. A lot of times I've seen in my career, barbers never stuck it through. There was a lot of barbers that started when I started and they quit, they gave up. They went and go in other careers, which is understandable. Everybody is not called to be a barber, but at the same time, I've seen barbers that might not been as good, but their consistency gained them a business. That's the thing. Barbering is 20% barbering, 80% business. If you're good at business and you're consistent, you can build a clientele in this industry. Being consistent, helps with people be able to rely on you in a lot of ways. It helps with your skill set, because if you're consistent with cutting hair, you're going to get better over time. If you're consistent with your business, you will see the results results of your business thrive. When I started, I never stopped. No matter what ideas that I had that I felt like I wanted to do outside of the barbershop, I've always been consistent with going to that barbershop and cutting hair, no matter what it was. And so while I'm over here trying to build something over here, this is still building. I always show up at the shop every day. I always make sure I give my best on each haircut. I make sure that I'm promoting myself. I make sure that, you know, I show up every single day. And as long as you're doing that, whatever you're doing over here can't affect this, can't affect the barber game, can't affect what you're trying to grow. So consistency is very important, man, if you really want to scale in this business. Content. Man, post your content. Post your content. I don't care what it is, post your content. For one, there's so many beneficial factors for posting content. You can track your progress. You can see yourself from where you was to where you are now. It helps you see the growth. Because sometimes we be in this business and we just be working and grinding and doing our thing, and we don't think we're growing because we always looking at the next big thing. So we're always chasing greatness and I want to get better, I want to get better, I want to get better. And you don't even realize that you're getting better in the midst of trying to chase to get better. Sometimes you have to look back and see how far you really came to appreciate where you are right now. And content helps with that. Also, this is how you get clients. This is 2026, man. Content is king right now. Everybody watches on social media, even if they not posting on social media, even if they old, young, no matter what's going on, like they're on social media, they're watching and being entertained through social media. In today's industry, people don't want to just go to a barber and don't know what they get. So your content is going to allow them to see who they coming to and have confidence that they're going to the right barber. I know a lot of older barbers that don't want to do social media, don't rock with social media. I get it. I came up in the game when there wasn't a social media, and then social media came about. And I came in right at that mark, like right when things start to shift. So I understand why older barbers don't want to do it. But at the same time, we in a different age. You got to keep up with the times in business. And that's with any business. A lot of businesses has failed because of the lack of growth, the lack of wanting to evolve into the new. And so that's an ongoing thing, no matter how old you are. Content is king. On top of that, content will help you with other services like promoting your product or getting paid through social media, getting sponsorships, you know, just getting notoriety, you know what I'm saying? Growing and building, being able to build your business faster than you would just by passing out cards. Content is very, very important in this industry, man. And I advise any barber, no matter who you are, no matter what kind of phone you have, no matter what kind of camera you have, learn how to post content. Learn how to post content is very important and very necessary, very necessary. I can go on and on all day about how many things that we can do as barbers to succeed in this game and to get better, but I'm just giving y'all 5 things that you should definitely work on, that you should definitely think about and definitely change so that you can continue to scale in this business. So there it is, man. I appreciate y'all tuning into this video, man. I appreciate y'all locking in with me. Man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna continue to put out more content, continue to put out more information, man, and keep y'all updated on the things that I got going on while I'm growing this business and growing my brand. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned, hit that notification bell for more videos, updated videos, and it's all love, man.